Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, this one's for the fellas. Fellas, let me hear ya. Hey! Thank you. You know, as a guy, sometimes we're like, I just can't figure out what do women want. So today, we're going to get some dating advice from women for men. Because men can't seem to figure out how to attract them or how to please them sexually. So we're going to find out today. How to do that. If you start seeing a woman, keep a little notebook. I'm out. What am I, a fucking detective from 1950? I'm writing. Oh, flip it over. Hold on 1 second. What'd you say? I'm a waiter. I'm taking orders here. If you start seeing a woman, keep a little notebook, and after hanging out with her, write down all the things you can remember they talked about. Did she mention an interest she has, a singer she loves, an appointment she has coming up? Write all of them down in the notebook, and before you go on your next date, look back at the notebook so that you can have follow-up questions for her or re-bring up something she already mentioned. Women want to know you're listening and care about their lives and interests, so this is a great way to show that. I agree with the advice, but I don't think you need a notebook. I think you just need to listen, fellas, all right? If you just listen and you're interested, then you'll remember. If you need a notebook to write down, also appointments, don't bring up appointments, dude. That would be mad weird. You're on a second date and you're like, so the doctor, how'd the doctor go? It's like, don't ask me about my fucking doctor appointments, all right? What the fuck was that? Don't shave your pubes the day of a date. It's honestly trying too hard. What the fuck? I don't want to know a guy prepared and was so certain that he was going to have sex with me. I want it to be a little messy down there because it kind of shows you're just going with the flow, not anticipating anything. If pubes are too cleaned up, I'm like, wow, he thinks I'm that easy. Hold on. If you're seeing the pubes, you're at the dick. You're there. You know what I mean? What does it matter? Honestly, you could say this. It's pretty progressive, I would say, to be like, maybe there is a chance that we have sex on the first date. Maybe I should probably keep myself clean. Also, I always see women on the internet being like, I shaved my legs for this, like that meme or whatever. It goes both ways. We're shaving legs, we're shaving pits, we're shaving balls and codge. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Learn to cook at least 3 meals. You don't have to be a chef, but if you have 3 solid meals that you are confident in making, that is such a turn on. I'm telling you, just like in rom-coms, women dream of that romantic stay-at-home date where the guy cooks an amazing meal for them. This, I think, is incredible advice. I think that people should learn how to cook. I think it's funny when people are like, oh, I don't know how. You're 30. Learn how to make a pasta at least. For God's sakes. 3 meals is not asking much, okay? You can cook something, and I think that's very nice as well. Come over to my place. You set the table. Okay, you know how much you could turn a woman on by being like, here, I have a fucking runner across my table. They'd be like, holy shit, this guy's a runner. That's sick. Then you have plates that aren't different fucking plates. You know what I mean? You can't have 2 different plates on either side of the table. But you have, plates. You got nice forks and stuff like that. Nice glasses. Or you have wine glasses. If you are a man and you have your own apartment and you don't have wine glasses and you think that you're going to hand a woman a cup of wine, you're an idiot. So that's good advice. Learn 3 meals and offer to do that. Hey, we could just stay at my place. I'll cook something for us. And before she gets there, you got to be 40% done with the cooking. Because then you got to be in there looking over your shoulder at her and you're just like, apron or no? Yeah, apron. Of course apron. Of course, apron. Even if you're it doesn't require an apron. Just wear an apron. Trust me. Roll your sleeves up. Music's going. The wine's already open. You're swirling. You're talking. And then you fucking serve it. Bro, telling you, this is great advice. Hey, men, the best advice is simple. Have good oral hygiene. I don't want some stained-ass teeth on a man. Go to the dentist. Whiten your teeth. What's the point of living in America if these dudes be pulling up British choppers? Pisses me off. The British choppers thing is not something I want to hop on because I'm not going to make fun of entire, kingdom of people there, which I don't know, is that true? Because I know that is a thing that people say about them. And I don't know, maybe it's the water or that part of the world where people just have bigger teeth or something. I don't know that, but that's what this person is saying. I don't think this is the best advice, to be honest. I think that it's just advice. I don't think that's going to make you better at attracting a woman. I mean, if you have great teeth, I'm sure that's attractive to people, of course. But you're going to need a lot more than fucking teeth in order to attract a woman, is my point. Learn foreplay. At the end of the day, a penis is a penis. It's That's accurate. But what you can do before the penis becomes present is key to a long, intimate relationship, I believe. Okay. Yeah, you gotta have something more than a penis. You know what I mean? It's like an NBA team. Like, bro, you could have LeBron, but you need role players. Yeah, someone's got to pass him the ball. He can't take the ball out and get the ball. He can't be the first one to touch the ball if he's inbounding the ball. Those are the rules. You got to have role players, okay? And they don't need to be crazy, but they do need to be there. So what else do you got besides this probably whack penis? What else do you have? You know what I mean? You got any touching and rubbing? You got some warm oils? Maybe a foot rub. I don't know what you're dealing with here. Maybe some sweet talk. There you go. Maybe some nibbling. You know what I mean? Something like that. Maybe a little of this. Who knows what we got going on? But yeah, eventually you can, take out your penis and use that. But you got to be able to switch it up. You can't rely on that penis for too long, man. Penis gets aged out at a certain point. I don't even know what that means. This might be controversial, but my advice to men is to put women in their place early. Well, buckle up. Yes, I'm a woman, and I want a man to tell me that I should stay at home with the kids one day and that I'm not allowed to work. Who the fuck wrote this? Also, what year is it? Because it feels like this could have been written in 1940 anything. And that I'm not allowed to work. That I should become a great cook and keep the house spotless. That's such a turn on. A lot of women want that. Dude, this is horrible advice. Although there are women like yourself that would enjoy that, there's a ton that would run for the fucking hills, call the cops, start a Facebook group, and just absolutely ruin your career with that kind of thing. You're telling me that you want a guy on a first date to be like, what do you want for appetizers? Also, I'm chaining you to the stove, and it better be hot when I get home. This is beyond controversial advice. This is, I would say, bad advice to do. Okay? There are some women that I guess would enjoy that, and it takes time to know if that's the type of person you're dealing with, but I wouldn't just throw that out on the first date and be like, well, we're going to see if this girl's cool with misogyny. We got a misogynistic kink over here. That would be like someone with a foot fetish being like, you know what women want? Just a big foot on the table on the first date. Shove your foot in my pasta is what I want on the first date. That's what all women want. We love feet, big toes, little toes. Shove them in my pasta. All right, before we move on, we do have some sponsors for today. The first one being, hello, how you doing? Aura Frames, okay? Aura Frames is the #1 digital photo frame by Wirecutter, okay? Ranked #1. But basically, these are frames that are smart and easy to use. They allow you to upload unlimited photos and videos. It's like a little picture frame. But you can upload photos and videos to these frames, and they will continuously play them. And it's an awesome gift, especially for this holiday. If you want to give it to your mom, you want to update her on your life, you could just give her the frame, and you could even preload the photos and the videos, and you could always update it with the app as well. So it makes for a great gift, and is a way, that you can get for your lover if you want, with a bunch of pictures of you guys from when you first started dating till now, or you can get it for your mom, so you could always communicate with her, through the frame. That's what I'm using it for. I gave it to my mom. She has it in her bedroom. I just upload pictures from my trips so she can see the photos and be like, oh, you had a nice trip. That's beautiful. So that's what I'm doing with Aura Frames. For a limited time, you can visit auraframes.com and get $45 off the best-selling Carver matte frames by using the promo code Joe at checkout. Okay, that is the promo code Joe at checkout, and you'll save $45 off of Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames. Okay, that is Aura, spelled A-U-R-A, frames.com, and the promo code is Joe, J-O-E. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best deal of the year, so don't miss out. Terms and conditions apply. And we also have Prize Picks. Prize Picks is going to make your Sundays in particular during football season a lot more fun because it's a fun little game to play. It's the best place to get real money, sports action, okay? But basically with Prize Picks, you're playing against the projection, okay? So you go in and you make these lineups, and all you have to do is pick more or less. That's it, okay? You don't have to know all the old mumble jumbo about fantasy or anything like that. All you have to choose is something, for instance, Patrick Mahomes, will he have more or less than 225 passing yards in this upcoming game? You say more, you say less. Then they say, ooh, Travis Kelce, is he going to have more or less than 4.5 catches? You say more or less. And you're competing against those projections. And you can win up to 100 times your money with just as little as 4 correct picks, okay, depending on how you kind of do that. But it's not just NFL. There's also every other sport. So you think basketball, WNBA, college football, F1's on there, I saw. So you can do this for anything, pretty much. And it's a lot of fun. It also offers Venmo for quick and easy deposits and withdrawals into your account this sports season. So that's great. And you sign up today and you can get $50 instantly when you play $5. Okay. So all you have to do is make a $5 entry. You will get $50 immediately to play with. You don't even need to win. You receive the $50 bonus regardless as soon as you play the $5. So go download Prize Picks and use that code Santagato, okay? That's what's going to give you the $50 instantly. So use that code Santagato, get the $50 instantly when you play a $5 lineup. But yeah, again, that is code Santagato. Get that $50 instantly. But yeah, Prize Picks, run your game. Go get that free $50 and play those $5. Use the code Santagato. You enjoy. Keep hair ties and bobby pins on you at all times. If you ever see a girl fussing with her hair or anything, then offer her a hair tie or pin. She won't believe how thoughtful you are for carrying them around. First of all, if I'm a woman, that's definitely not where my mind goes. I'm not going to go, oh my God, this guy is so nice. He has bobby pins and hair ties. I'd be like, yo, what's your fucking wife's name? Why do you have hair ties on? Where's your wife? Dude, where is she? Like a woman just like fixing her hair and a guy's walking over and is like, you want to put it up? And she'd be like, the fuck are you doing, dude? Get away from me, you weirdo. You want a bobby pin? She's like, what hairstyle do you think I'm doing? I haven't seen a bobby pin in a while, I'll be honest. Stop getting boners when a woman is crying. It's annoying. What? That's the advice? How low is the bar? How low is the bar that women are like, here's some advice. Stop getting hard when I'm thinking about my dead uncle. Don't get hard at my Uncle Raymond's funeral. How about that? That's how you attract a woman. You want to keep a woman? Stop with the boners. Oh, there's more. We were upset and emotional, and for some reason our tears give you erections. We can notice. You're bad at hiding it. Is that a thing? This is news to me. Apparently that's a thing that I don't know about. But like, yeah, that's a little crazy. My advice is don't touch boobs too early. A lot of women need time to warm up. Listen, before you go for my boobs, let me warm them up like they're a Ford F-150, okay? I need it to be running in the driveway for about 5 before I get in the boob. A lot of women need time to warm up, and so many guys lunge straight for the boobs after 3 seconds of kissing. Like, relax for a second. Make the boobs want to come to you. Yeah, I mean, that is good advice because I feel like when I was younger, I was like... If we were kissing, I'm not going to touch your boobs. The second you put your tongue in my mouth, it might be less than 3 seconds before I'm like, I just want to touch the bra. When I was younger, if I was making out with a girl and like touched like even the back part of her bra, I'd be like, this is awesome. I think I liked bras more than anything. It was so weird. That's good advice though. Yeah, like give it a second. You know, no one wants someone who's just like so intense and be like, like, yo, chill. Okay. The tits will be there. Okay, in the second half. Simple advice. Confidence is key. That's great advice. That's great advice. You don't have to fake who you are or appear egotistical, but showing a level of certainty about yourself and confidence in your decisions is attractive. Being super indecisive about making plans and taking initiative says a lot. I agree. I think that confidence is probably the most attractive trait. I know that's tough. I'm not saying that's the easiest thing in the world to do, but like you don't need people to like you. You know, so if you're confident in who you are and be like, this is just who I am. And if that doesn't work for you, that's fine too. Because then I don't like you then if you don't like me. Because I like me. If you don't like me, I don't like you. Because everyone who likes me, who I like, have to like me. You understand what I'm saying? I kind of fucked that up, but there's something in there. If you go back and listen to it, it made sense, I think. Learn to do things separately early on. You don't need to smother her. Or you guys don't need to do every activity together. Sometimes sitting in separate rooms watching your own shows on Netflix is a sign of a strong relationship. I agree. Okay? Once you get into this codependent thing of like, hey, if we're going to watch a movie, I got to sit on your lap. That's tough, you know? Because you're not always going to want to watch whatever, fucking Emily in Paris or whatever is on Netflix these days that looks bad to me. I don't know if it's bad. But, it's not something that I would watch. Sometimes you want to watch the John Wayne Gacy tapes and just see what the fuck that psycho was doing. And maybe she's not interested in that. Or it's Monday Night Football. Is she going to sit there and be upset that we're watching the whole game? No, you can go watch the show. Emily in Paris, she's whatever she's doing. I don't know what happens in the show. I assume she's in Paris, though. She's smoking cigarettes in Paris, whatever the show is about. You could go watch that in the other room, do our separate things, and that's totally fine. I think that is very important for people to realize that when you're in a relationship with someone, your relationship is like the third person, okay? You're you, they're them, and the relationship is both you guys, okay? But all three of those need to exist. You can't forget about you, and she can't forget about her, or he can't forget about he, and she, and all the fucking combinations, okay? In a relationship, you got to be two individuals, and then the relationship should act like the third, okay? It's like your joint bank account. You got your money here, you got your money there, and we share a little bit of the money, and we like that too, because we can afford better stuff, and it's a lot of fun to do that. That's what a relationship should be like, I think. Last bit of advice here. Learn a second language. It's sexy. That is incredible advice. I feel pathetic for knowing one language, and it really drives me crazy, to be honest with you. The first time that I went to Europe, I came home and I was like, I'm a pig, because everyone there speaks at least 3 for some reason, and it drives me fucking crazy. But yeah, I agree. First of all, that being advice is kind of bananas. It's like, just learn a second language. Like it's something you could just fucking do. It would take years. But if you have the opportunity to learn a second language, you should. I think it's sexy too when people can, speak 2 languages. And if someone who I think is sexy could teach me a language, now we're talking. Anyway, that's advice, guys. All right, that's women's advice to men. I don't know how much of it was helpful or how much of it was good. But what I do know is that if you can, speak a second language and you don't shave your pubes, you got a nice big bush for date 1. Apparently they're into that. You know what I mean? And apparently if you go through this video, the ultimate first date is a date that you pick out the place. You get there with a full bush of pubes, and then you tell her, hey, stay at home, raise the kids, and shut the fuck up. Now you have a lasting marriage, okay? Apparently, that's the advice given in this thing, all right? So I wouldn't listen to all of it, but I would take bits and pieces. I don't know if any of it made sense, but don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.